20 inches long. Ha! Just kidding. 20 inches strong. What's 20 inches strong? That is exactly what TIS stands for because, well, back in the day, believe it or not, a 20-inch wheel was kind of huge and kind of a big deal and kind of extremely desirable. Although these days in the show scene, you dream about having a set of 26/16s or hell, even a set of 30x16s if you're insane and want to ball out, TIS continues to deliver amazing options when it comes to wheels in the industry. I'm Lawson, Lawson.co on the gram, and in today's video, I got the chance to meet up with Calz Customs at the TIS booth at Daytona Beach Truck Meet 2021 to pick his brain about TIS wheels and what to look forward from them this year, so you are going to want to stick around so that way you can see that interview because, well, I got very sunburnt at the beach and I had to wear jeans at the track to survive, and I'm not gonna lie, it was at least 100 freaking degrees. I was dying. Just stick around. You won't regret it.
I put my body on the line for you!
Yeah. For the longest time, TIS has strived to be one of the top players in the aftermarket wheel industry ever since they were founded in 2002. That's right, they've been around since 2002 and you probably have never heard of them before. Then boom! Out of nowhere comes the TIS 544 raising hell and becoming one of the top wheels to buy for multiple years now. From their large sizes to their amazing finishes, you just can't go wrong with a set of these things. Oh, and we even have a red and milled TIS 544 that's exclusive to custom offsets, no big deal, you know, as well as a black with red milling 553. That is a new release because, well, Miles is a cool dude and we wanted to team up with TIS and bring you guys something special that is just different, just hits different. Now, like I said, TIS came out of nowhere and became popular quickly because they take your opinion, the consumer, very seriously. They care about what you guys think and what you want. From TIS off-road engraved into the lip instead of rivets to deep milling for thin spokes, TIS continues to deliver cast wheels at an affordable price that freaking look like forged wheels. Oh, and speaking of forged wheels, you can also browse their forged lineup. You think the 544 is hot? Have you ever seen the forged version? Have you seen how thin the spokes are or how good the finish is on the polish option? Sheesh. Oh, and if that's not enough, they have 544 options for the dually guys as well as for your trailer. That's right, literally your trailer. Can you imagine cruising down the highway next to a truck running dually TIS 544s with a show truck on the trailer with forged 544s with the trailer having 544s? I'm getting carried away, but I mean, that would be freaking sick. At the end of the day, TIS continues to put out amazing wheels with one-off designs unlike any other, with thin spokes, amazing finishes, big sizes, affordable price points. Just when you think it couldn't get any better, find out what's to come with TIS in this interview with Calz Customs at the TIS booth at Daytona Beach Truck Meet 2021. Let's go. Alright, what's going on, guys? Lawson with Custom Offsets. I'm sitting here in the TIS booth with Calz Customs representing TIS, and today we're going to go over a couple questions. Who is TIS, how they were founded, what you like to eat as Calz Customs, and so much more. Before we hop to it, if you guys need wheels, tires, suspension, performance accessories, we got it all for you guys and your truck. CustomOffsets.com. Let's hop to it. Alright, Calz, let us know, who is TIS and when were they founded?
TIS is actually a group of off-road enthusiasts that got together and created a band. TIS was founded in 2003.
And how long have you been incorporated with TIS?
Since 2016.
Quite a while. Yeah, so you've been doing work with TIS for quite a while.
Yeah.
Quite some time. Miles has always been really, really awesome to work with. He's always been great to us, so it's cool to finally be able to come down here and see your guys' booth in person, so it's definitely super dope. All right, Calz Customs, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, only one, what would it be?
Pizza.
Pizza?
Pizza.
Any specific pizza?
Pepperoni and cheese.
Pepperoni and cheese, just simple pepperoni and cheese pizza.
Yeah.
How many times a week do you eat pepperoni pizza?
Probably once a week.
Once a week? Loves his pepperoni pizza, all right.
Yeah.
When they founded TIS, what was the meaning of TIS?
TIS meant 20 inches strong.
20 inches strong?
Yeah.
Bigger than 20 inches these days, but.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they go up to 30 now, and then they're actually planning on going up to a 32.
And it still stands for 20 inches strong today?
Yeah, it does.
They still just keep the name?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. back in the day, 20 inches strong probably was a big deal back then.
It was a big wheel.
But
it was
now,
a big wheel.
Now we're gonna go up to, well, 30 inches strong, still TIS. Out of all the TIS designs that have come out, what is calz.Custom's favorite design from TIS?
I'd have to say mine that I have on my personal builds, or actually it was a custom set made for me. I have them on my OBS, I have them on my tow pig, and I also have them on my Razor.
Heck yeah.
And they'll also be going on my new first gen build.
Yeah. If you had to pick one that wasn't custom one-off that anyone could get, like the 544 or whatever it may be, what would you pick?
Actually, the 544 is a sick wheel.
Yeah.
It's a popular wheel.
Yeah. It's been probably top 3 on custom offsets for so long just because it's so good. And even the forge option, you know, when you get rid of all the wording inside of, you know, the lip of the wheel and everything and really clean it up, the forge option looks really, really hot as well. So
yeah,
definitely a solid option right there. All right, if you had to pick Busch Light or Bud Light, which one are you picking?
Bud Light.
Bud Light?
Bud Light.
I can't agree with that one, but I do like some Bud Light.
I'll drink Busch Light also.
Yeah.
But Bud Light's my beer.
Bud Light and some pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about being involved in the truck scene? Like if you had to sum it up to a couple sentences, what's your favorite part of doing this?
Meeting people is one big thing.
Yeah.
I met a lot of cool people along the way, made a lot of good friends, and I've been in this since I've been a kid, so
yeah,
this is my lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been doing it for so long. And obviously seeing you on Instagram continue to do it at such a high level, super cool to see. If you had to pick one for the rest of your life, leveled or 12-inch lift for the rest of your life, what are you picking?
12-inch lift.
12-inch lift?
Yeah.
No matter what age?
No matter what age.
As you get older, you're
16,
still going to be rocking?
Yeah.
Yeah, still going to rock that 12-inch lift? Absolutely. What would you say the best moment in TIS history is? What would be their biggest moment, whether it's a moment that put them on the map, whether it's something that you recall that was just super unique? What's something that you would pick?
I think that I've obviously always stayed up in the game with wheel size. You know, if there was a 28 or 26 that come out, they had a 28. If there was a 28 that come out, they had a 30 in the works.
Yep.
So they always like to stay on top. Their boost setup is always sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
They always have a good layout, especially at SEMA.
Yeah. Speaking of booths, what's your favorite build in the booth today?
I'd have to say, not because I managed it, but the Tundra.
Yeah. That's insane. Like for a Tundra, that's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it turned out sick.
And you manage a lot of that build?
Yeah. Yeah, I get between 12 to 15 every year for TIS for SEMA.
Sure. Absolutely. So that one's going to be headed to SEMA?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
it was supposed to be last year, but he's actually going to go this year because he's got so much put into it.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah,
money.
thing's nuts.
Yeah.
All right. Last question of the day for you. Out of all the out of all of TIS, what models can we look forward to coming into 2021?
Well, actually 2021, they're coming out with 10 new styles.
Damn.
They will be releasing, they have some of them kicking around now, but for SEMA this year, they'll have 10 new styles coming out.
So SEMA's where we'll see all the new styles coming out?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna have to head to SEMA and see all the new styles then. All right, buddy, well, I appreciate your time today. Thank you for coming out and meeting up with us.
Thanks for having me.
That's what we got for you guys on today's video with TIS and calz.Customs. Once again, if you guys need wheels, tires, suspension, accessories, performance, literally anything for your truck, CustomOffsets.com. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, buddy. No problem.